Sai Ram.
Now have the national anthem of Fiji, followed by the national anthem of India. We request all to resume your seats.
Invoking blessings of the Almighty, elders and guests, staff and students, participants from around the world, namaste and good evening. Welcome to day 93 of the One World, One Family World Cultural Festival here at Sathya Grama.
Esteemed dignitaries on the dais will now receive the traditional Fijian welcome with the Salu Salu garlands. His Excellency, the President of Fiji, Ratu Naingama Lalambalavu. the First Lady of Fiji, Madam Emily Lalambalavo.
Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai, founder, One World, One Family Mission, which is today serving humanity across 100 countries. Mr. Sumit Tapu, Director, Sai Prema Foundation, Fiji. Dr. Kripali Tapu, Director, Sai Sanjeevani Children's Hospital, Fiji.
Dr. B.N. Narasimhamurthy, Chairman, Prashanti Balamandira Trust. Dr. C. Srinivas, Chairman, Sri Sathya Sai Health and Education Trust, which manages the Sai Sanjeevani global chain of hospitals.
Thank you, ladies. On the 15th of August, on the occasion of the Indian Independence Day, began a celebration like no other. The One World, One Family World Cultural Festival has not just been a congruence of individuals and countries, but a celebration of cultures and customs, of passion and purpose. It has been a tribute to humanity and to human life itself. Spiritual leaders, humanitarians, artists, and devotees from 100 countries have come together with a renewed and reaffirmed conviction that despite apparent differences and disparity, we are all united in spirit and in our collective resolve to inspire, uplift, and make the world a better place for all.
And today, we are extremely delighted to honor and celebrate the Republic of Fiji, along with 7 nations of the Pacific Islands, Papua New Guinea, Tuvalu, Vanuatu, the Solomon Islands, Kiribati, Samoa, and Tonga. With this, today, we complete the presence of 100 countries at this glorious One World, One Family World Cultural Festival. Fiji, for many reasons, holds a special place in our hearts and therefore marks a fitting finale to this magnificent 100.
The support received from the government of Fiji to further our mission of service is unparalleled to anywhere in the world, which is manifested as the Sai Sanjeevani Children's Hospital that is today transforming the healthcare landscape of not just Fiji, but the entire South Pacific. The 25th of April 2025 was a moment of great honor as Sri Madhusudan Sai was conferred with Fiji's highest civilian award, the Honorary Companion of the Order of Fiji by His Excellency.
On behalf of all the millions of beneficiaries, students, staff, patients, supporters, partners of this One World, One Family mission from 100 countries, we take this opportunity to extend our heartfelt gratitude to His Excellency for acknowledging and honoring our founder, Sri Madhusudan Sai. Nisambula, once again, warm greetings to all our brothers and sisters from Fiji.
The Lali is a sacred Fijian drum symbolizing the spiritual heartbeat of Fiji. Traditionally used in worship, prayer, and ceremonies, its resonant sound marks the presence of the divine. Beyond its spiritual role, the Lali embodies the clarion call of Sadguru's mission for unity and togetherness, beckoning people to gather in harmony and reminding them of their shared purpose and relationship.
On behalf of the people of Fiji, Mr. Sumit Tapu and Dr. Kripali Tapu will present the Lali to Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai for the first beating of the drum, which will also mark the commencement of the celebrations this evening. As a timeless emblem of Fijian cultural identity, it presents generations with the wisdom, traditions, and spirit of their ancestors, a living echo of faith, community, and heritage. This Lali has been handcrafted in Fiji by traditional craftsmen.
The proceedings will now continue with the Vingaravi Vakavanua, the traditional Fijian welcome ceremony. It is a demonstration of the highest respect and kinship, and today it will be offered to Sadguru as the High Chief. The ceremony unfolds through a series of highly significant rites. First, Fijian woven mats will be presented, followed by Nangalon Gavlovi, where the cherished Tambua, or a whale's tooth, Fiji's most valuable cultural artifact, is offered to forge a lasting bond.
The ceremony will conclude with the Yangona Wakatarunga, or the Royal Kava ceremony. Kava is a traditional drink prepared with root extracts from the kava plant, which is offered to the High Chief as a mark of respect and gratitude. This ceremony is a cornerstone of Fijian traditions. As this sacred ritual unfolds, may we humbly request everyone seated to maintain complete silence as a mark of our reverence and respect. Representatives from the Office of the President of Fiji will now perform the Vengaravi Vakavanua ceremony.
Sa vakaturanga sa katika na lamani maten tulebo India. Ana lamani kena itiko vakaturanga na Muddenahalli. Puasa kana kena liu. Na Sadguru sai. Santa mesa katika na sigala ko sigani kuwa.
Wow, oi.
Ikuwa andona sina mara utaki bibiti. Ni rawa ni sureti tu na material me maitiko. Ana songo vakaturanga. Nanu misaka tu kaya namatin tu abiti may may songot sa katiko labing karabi na singa na ko ni sigani kuwa.
Nasaka.
Tuwa sa kana kamu na ngalan sa katika sa ngalaman ni ngangu.
Nasaka.
Ni natala sa katika sa kamu na ngani baba. Hay kuwa sa katika na ingalang galabi mga turanga.
Nasaka.
Pasere sa katika may nalaman ni matin tu lebo abiti. Tuwa sa kana kaya turanga na presidendi. Nanon raman nuwa mga turanga ilalang abesi. Tuwa sa kana ngona turanga mbala tu na kau. Ay sekolah na ibu bune apa turang kata konrobe.
Nasaka.
Sa kamu nanga sa katal tikal mai bana matel tuban no tolu bimara roi sa katal mai bana jeli buno apa turanga kubuna. Wasa kana ngana buni balo tu kamba. Ngana malam bala ro turaketi. Wasa kana buni balu. Wasa kana matel tubi wakani nganga to bata.
Nasaka.
Sa ni mo kamu nanga sa katal sigara ko na ngalo bi turanga.
Na balebu.
May balang-bala buka tu rakali tuku-tuku.
Nasaka.
Lanta-lanta sa katika na kamulangan ni Banua. Bintele niya buturanga sa atiko sa kamatang na sigala ka sigili kuwa. Kana naman ni tiko-tiko mga turanga mo Muddenahalli. Buwan sa kana kinililiwa kana muri katu.
Binangsaka. Mana. Hindi na.
Obura.
Kadi bisa kati ko na kamunangan na batu ni Banua. Na kamunangan na kena inakin bimbi sa may talanota kiti ko na kabim na kenta ingoka. Kamunangan na inggal-inggal batu ranga. Roko bindo kay tiko kina na ingengay na ado sa kati ko may na namodo dali soso na nunggungon turang na kabenta ingoka. Na kamunangan na batu ni Banua. Sa serba turang sa chiko may na matin tulebo biti. May bira sa kanang turang na keni liu-liu. Non rabo no saka. Lalang besi bira sa kanang turang na tuida ka na isokula. Sa baturang sa talchinga may na matin tolo may biti. Kumbuna bira sa kanang turang na buni bal na tui kamba. Matin tubio kaninga ando baka tumbulotu. Matin tubio kan na tobata. Nunggu bala lebih burmasanga. Bira nangon ni maramambal rotu di keci turang na buni balu. Nakabaka lebo na be baturang ataki. Nawale bo na kena may bari tigi-tigo na kena roko bisa ka tigo na ingenge mi malmulum ya tigo man na mo deli soso na nugungon turan na kabindingo ka. Dum bulo binaka tigo na nugungon turanga. So yaw tigo na mati na kenda maliwa. Dei sa tigo ba binaka na no na ngoli tigo man ngon turan presidente na bunwang ko India. Raw ba binaka tigo na inaki eram bulam balaw tigo na lubenda na bising ni mataka mana. Hindi na tamsakani. Nakamunang sa kaliu, waliu, waliu, waliu. Dosa, duandua, amdo. Vinasaka, navalibu. Nazaka, navalibu. Wah, oi, oi. Wah, oi, oi. Nazaka. Nazaka. Navalibu.
Baritanya no hati. Ketian ya usaha luar.
Nazaka.
Sa akin mo mama mata mo na sila ko. Ay tunggu ni yau. Singa tele ko sa le sumeu na tunggu. I Muddenahalli mata katu.
Nazaka. Mana? Intina. Kadi bisa tiko na waktu di berdua na kabunangan nai baka mama tanai bari tiki baka mama ta batura nga samai bata bori sa tiko na gira sa tiko na kabunangan ko. Kabunangan na kenai na kisap sa basa ta batura cuma na mati tule bo wici. Mai bira sa kana turang na ken prestedi nei lili non berdua. Non rabo no sa ke lalang besi bira sa kana turang na isukul na tuita kau. Sabat turang sa talcunga mai na lili ni boslawa. Bira sa kana turang na prime minister non rabo no sa ke nongor barua. Bira sa kana turang na ratu na tuina batu. Na bono bia kani tolu. E pau di sakati na nonda matin tule bo bici. Sabang kare sakati na kamunang na iba mamata. Ina loma ni nonda tui chiko. Bira sa kana turang na iba bubuli na kasini buli. Na liu ni soko ni pambota enta mai songo tiko kena na kabni kuwa. Ngoli tiko mai maro taka tiko batike kenda na nonda singa langi singa bimbi kena sama ya dobi tiko namba ki 5.5 ni nonda tu batike kenda. Baka ndona matini tu obici. Dingomi tiko na kamunanga na kena naki na iba mamada na niro soko wasa tiko mai. Daronga tiko na bidana singa saoti na kena le tala no teki tiko na bese buru na turanga prime minister na nonda wasa. Wasa na kuniki na bagadengu. Wasa na suliti na sautu. Inda may bandindin takati na nona tiko na presidente. May bakandei takatal tiko weekend na singentai na buno bio kaningo India ke ibici. E bau weekend tiko na wasa ko suliti na sautu. Labi tiko na kamunang lumalang na kolombula na suliti na nabi baklau ngataki. Nimbula binasi tiko na turang na presidente. Nimbula binaka tiko na turang na marama. Wir na ngone na kunia na kalunga na bising ni mataka ina daba na nonda beso songo bichi na kabindengoka da bakalo tinga bicho government bula mana ndi na tamsakani kamu nangasa kanaya waliu dosa duandua amundo binasaka binakabalibu.
panua se pakarita ki mandeni tona yang kon lile.
Napakalebu.
Sa pakaturanga sa ti ko Muddenahalli. Ke munisa kana sai kursai.
Napakalebu.
Do sa kana sebu-sebu sa mai tambori sa ti ko matamuni.
Napakalebu.
Sa non rai sebu-sebu sa ti ko na turanga na presidente. Ni matani to abiti. Ngone turanga mbale na tuida kau.
Napakalebu.
Na isokula. Bubu ni bono ta kaun robe. Sama sebuti sa ti ko kina na ilako-lako tantu sa ti ko mai na ya kabisa kan kuah.
Napakalebu.
Balang-balang sa ti ko na bosani yang ko na bukatan bersa ka balele bukina nomuni matani tua sosoratu.
Binasaka. Tarai sa ti ko na yang ko na ni sip-sip turanga, yang ko na ti ko nimbula, yang ko na ti ko nindei, bahkan dia tegi kenda ti ko ni lakalakong bimbing ko na kalau, dono ba binati mandan ngoni salan ni nom ti sip-sip na kabindengo ka mana. Hindi na, kadi bisa ka ti ko na yang ko na ni sip-sip turanga, ni sip-sip ni bonua. Sip-sip sa atam turanga ti ko man non matin tule bo bici. Wira sa non turanga na kena iliulu. Turanga bale na presidenti. Non rapono sa kay lalang abesi bira sa kana ngon turan tuida ka na isokula sa tamba turan tal chingama iba na bono libo bici kirna kena tam ka tamata tambu sa kayani dingo mi tigo nango na nisip sebu bangkarai tigo bana non to chigu chigu da songo chigu kena ka bindengo ka bira sa kana ngon turan na Sadguru me bakalonga sa tigo na matin to bici na kalong bulan na non sasanga me balet na kena batoroi da kita chigu na bulan me balitir na lubenda na besing ni mataka dono bab natin ngon salan yang na singan dengo ka mana. Hindi na tamsani yang kono sa kaliu waliu dosa dua amundo do binasaka binakabagaliu.
Yeah, finish.
On behalf of myself and the organization, I would like to thank His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Fiji, the First Lady, and this entire team for this wonderful ceremony as a mark of respect to me and to our organization and our people. I am very grateful and thankful to the entire team. Mula.
Vinaka Vakalevu, our many thanks to the entire team for your affection, reverence, and the spirit of oneness, which is the very essence of this festival. The Fiji Islands, an archipelago of over 300 islands in the South Pacific, are renowned for their soft coral reefs, turquoise waters, and vibrant tropical landscapes. Beyond its sun-kissed beaches, what truly sets Fiji apart is its people, their radiant Bula spirit, warmth, and the sense of community that we just witnessed. More beautiful than its picture-perfect scenery is the warmth and hospitality of Fijians, their ability to welcome and embrace all as their very own.
We will now have a representative from Fiji who will present about the nation's geography, culture, and philosophy. She will also showcase glimpses from the 7 Pacific island nations of Papua New Guinea, Tuvalu, Vanuatu, the Solomon Islands, Kiribati, Samoa, and Tonga. Ms. Grace Wata hails from the Fiji Islands. She's a singer and performer whose musical journey began as a child. Her talent first gained public attention through online performances and a major singing competition, leading to her growing popularity. With her debut single on the way, Miss Grace is today one of Fiji's most promising new voices. Miss Grace Water, please.
His Excellency, the President of Fiji, Ratunaingama Tawakedalati Lalambalavu, our beloved Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai, Global Humanitarian Leader, distinguished guests, friends, and every member of our global family. Bola Vinaka, and good evening to you all. Today, we are gathered under the banner of One World, One Family, and it is a profound honor to introduce a nation that carries this spirit in its very soul. This is Fiji, known lovingly as the heart of the Pacific. On the world map, Fiji rests in the middle of the South Pacific Ocean, northeast of New Zealand and east of Australia. It sits among the family of Pacific Island nations linked by the vast blue ocean that surrounds them. Fiji is an archipelago of more than 330 islands. Most people live on Viti Levu and Vanua Levu, while the outer islands contribute to the country's cultural and geographic diversity. Fiji is more than just a dot on the map. It is an entire world itself. It is a land of warm temperatures year-round, home to approximately 924,000 people, with its vibrant capital city of Suva. The official currency is the Fijian dollar, and today, one Fijian dollar is about 38 Indian rupees. Fiji's three official languages, Itaukei, Fiji Hindi, and English, reflects its multicultural identity. Fiji Hindi language grew from the Girimitis, who arrived between 1879 and 1916, shaping a community that continues to enrich modern Fiji. The Singatoka Sand Dunes National Park is one of Fiji's most striking landscapes. As the country's first national park, it tells a long story of how people lived with the land and sea over generations. The Sawailau Caves in the Esawa Islands hold a crystal-clear pool inside ancient limestone formations. Steeped in legend, they are regarded as a special and almost sacred place for many. Benga is one of Fiji's cultural and natural treasures, surrounded by a lagoon known for its soft coral diving. Shark diving here reveals the richness of Fiji's marine life and deep relationship people have with the ocean. Benga is also home to the Sawau fireworkers, who perform the sacred Vilavilai Revo ceremony on heated stones, upheld through strict spiritual traditions. Suva is Fiji's administrative and commercial heart, blending modern life with colonial-era history. It is also a cultural hub, home to universities, government institutions, and national celebrations. Christianity, mainly Methodist, is the majority faith among indigenous Fijians, with Catholic and other Christian denominations active across the islands. Hinduism and Islam are central to the Indo-Fijian community, alongside traditional Itaukei spirituality centered on the Vanua, the land, people, and ancestors. Together, these beliefs form a diverse, multi-faith society where spirituality and community life sit closely together. The Sri Siva Subramania Temple in Nandi is one of the most prominent Hindu temples in the Pacific, reflecting the spiritual life of the Indo-Fijian community and showcasing South Indian architecture in the heart of Fiji. The Jain Masjid in Lautoka serves the Muslim community as a place of daily prayer and gathering. A taste of Fiji is the taste of both the sea and the land. Staple foods include taro, cassava, breadfruit, rice, and tropical fruits such as mango, papaya, and banana. Lovo is a traditional underground earth oven used for feasts and celebrations. Palusami, a favorite Lovo dish, is made from taro leaves cooked gently with coconut cream. A different strand of Fiji's food culture comes from the Indo-Fijian community, whose cuisines blends Indian dishes with local Pacific ingredients. Kava, or yangona, a sacred ceremonial drink made from the root of pepper plant and fresh tropical juices, are central to social and cultural gatherings. Fiji's cultural richness is worn proudly in its traditional clothing. Men wear a wraparound garment called the sulu, seen in both everyday life and in the formal, tailored sulu vakatanga. Women wear the sulu ira skirt with a mbula top, and for ceremonies, both men and women wear and use masi cloth, wrapped as a skirt or a shawl. These garments are central to how Fijians present themselves at village functions, national events, and family gatherings. Significant artifacts in Fiji carry deep cultural meaning. Masi tapa is handmade from the bark of paper mulberry tree and hand-printed with traditional patterns, often used for ceremonies and special gifts. The tanoa, or kava bowl, is used in the ceremonial preparation and sharing of kava, bringing people together in a circle of respect. The tambua, a polished whale's tooth, is the highest form of traditional offering reserved for important occasions such as births, marriages, reconciliations, and chiefly exchanges. The spirit of Fiji comes alive in the meke, the traditional dance form that combines movement, song, and storytelling. Meke is performed at many cultural celebrations and chiefly occasions, with dancers wearing traditional dress and moving in carefully choreographed patterns. It connects people to their history and ancestry, keeping stories of land, warfare, love, and community alive through performances. The fan dance is a graceful tradition meke, performed mostly by women. It uses flowing movements and fans to express beauty, respect, and celebration. Together with more vigorous dances performed by men, it highlights the range of Fijian cultural expressions. The Lali drum is one of Fiji's most important traditional instruments, historically used to communicate across villages. It called communities together for meetings, ceremonies, or worships. Today, its deep rhythm still accompanies meke and church service gatherings, grounding music and dance in a familiar heartbeat. Fiji is carried proudly across the world by its sporting legends. Waisele Serevi, known as the Maestro, is one of the greatest rugby sevens players in history and a member of World Rugby Hall of Fame. Vijay Singh is a global recognized golfer with multiple PGA Tour victories and time spent as the world's #1. Just as powerful as its athletic talent is the nation's musical heart. We have on the left Sumit Tapu, international performing artist and award-winning Bollywood singer, known for his melodious and soulful music and style. He is a renowned humanitarian and a global ambassador of the One World, One Family mission. He is currently the head of the mission in Fiji. And on the right, George Fiji Vekoso is a powerhouse in contemporary Pacific music whose soulful voice and blend of reggae, R&B, and gospel and tradition island music has earned him fans across the world and established him as one of the region's most important artists. Fiji faces a mix of health, education, and social challenges. About 25% of children after 5 experience stunting, while adult obesity is rising with changing diets and activity levels. Literacy is high at around 99%, yet rural schools and health services continue to recover from repeated cyclones, and non-communicable diseases account for roughly 80% of deaths. Around a quarter of population lives in poverty, and climate change continues to impact homes, livelihoods, and health. There is active work underway to address these gaps in well-being. Local nutrition programs, including school and community gardens, are being strengthened to improve access to healthy food. Rural education infrastructure and teacher availability are improving, while mobile clinics and preventative services are expanding into remote areas. Community-based elder care and youth mentoring networks are also helping to strengthen social support for vulnerable groups. Fiji's story is also one of the service and compassion. Government welfare schemes support vulnerable families, women, children, and elders, while free maternal, dental, and diabetes care extends into rural and island communities. Organizations such as Fiji Red Cross, Caritas Fiji, UNICEF Pacific, and WHO provide disaster relief, climate change resilience, child protection, and health system support. Regional partners, including the Pacific Island Forums and development agencies, assist with post-disaster recovery and programs that strengthen women's empowerment and social protection. Fiji is a vital thread in a much larger fabric, the wider Pacific Island regions. This region includes countries such as Kiribati, Papua New Guinea, Samoa, Solomon Islands, Tonga, Tuvalu, and Vanuatu. Each nation has its own language, customs, stories, yet they share deep connections through the ocean, kinship ties, and a common history of voyaging and resilience. Across more than 25,000 islands, the Pacific is home to 12 million people. The region holds between 1,000 and 1,200 Austronesian languages, reflecting remarkable cultural diversity. Core values emphasize community, respect for elders and chiefs, and guardianship of land and sea, helping Pacific societies stay resilient through many challenges. This shared heritage is captured in the Blue Pacific identity, adopted by Pacific leaders to frame the region as one united blue continent linked by the ocean. Led by His Excellency, the President of Fiji, and championed by the Pacific Islands Forum Secretariat, it guides a collective action on climate change, resource security, and a stronger regional voice on the world stage. The Pacific is traditionally divided into Melanesia, Polynesia, and Micronesia. Each region has its own histories and languages, yet all share a deep relationship with the same ocean. Together, they form one Pacific family, navigating shared challenges and opportunities. Melanesia means black islands in Greek, referring to the darker skin of its people. Papua New Guinea, Solomon Islands, Vanuatu, and Fiji sit within this region, home to over 1,400 languages and striking landscapes from active volcanoes to vast lagoons. Key challenges include sea level rise and need for sustainable economic growth and jobs. Polynesia means many islands, includes Samoa, Tonga, and the wider Polynesian Triangle. Societies are shaped by philosophies such as Fa'a Samoa, where family, community, and tradition guide everyday life. The Maori of Aotearoa, New Zealand, extend these connections. Major issues include obesity, diabetes, and high youth unemployment. Micronesia means tiny islands and includes nations such as Federate States of Micronesia, Palau, the Marshall Islands, and Kiribati. Many islands lie only a few meters above sea level, making them highly vulnerable to rising seas and climate change. known for Second World War relics and marine reserves like the Phoenix Islands Protected Area. The region's central challenge is adapting while protecting people and culture. To close, one powerful Fijian expression captures the heart of this journey, Nduavata. Nduavata means working together or uniting as one, and it expresses both the spirit of Fiji and the wider Pacific. It is also the essence of our gathering here today at the One World, One Family World Cultural Festival. May all continue to embrace the spirit of Nduavata and unite as one world, one family. Vinaka Vakalevu, and thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Grace. Today, we present the One World, One Family Humanitarian Award to Dr. Gnyaneshwar Rao from Fiji for his immense contributions to the field of healthcare. Born and raised on a humble sugarcane farm in Lautoka, Fiji, Dr. Rao rose to become one of the nation's most respected physicians, touching countless lives across Fiji and beyond. After earning his MBBS from Topiwala National Medical College in India, he returned home with a mission to serve. From rural service in Sigatoka to decades at the Colonial War Memorial Hospital in Suva, he dedicated his career to healing, teaching, and uplifting others.
His pursuit of excellence led him to Christchurch, New Zealand, where he completed postgraduate training with the Royal Australasian College of Physicians. On returning to Fiji, he served as Principal Medical Officer and later Head of Department at CWM Hospital for nearly 3 decades, mentoring dozens of medical specialists. Even after retiring in 2016, Dr. Rao continues to mentor postgraduate students and conduct clinics at private and community hospitals.
A pillar of the Sai Prema Foundation's medical programs, he has volunteered in outreach camps bringing healthcare to rural and underserved communities. His leadership also extended nationally as a chairperson of Fiji's Therapeutic Guidelines Committee, shaping the nation's healthcare standards. For his lifelong contribution to medicine and humanity, he was honored by the President of Fiji with the Order of Fiji Medal.
Tonight, we celebrate not only his professional excellence, but his unwavering compassion, his belief that healthcare is not a privilege, but a human right. May we invite on stage Dr. Gnyaneshwar Rao to receive the One World, One Family Humanitarian Award, followed by his acceptance speech.
Ram to everyone and greetings from Fiji. Today's program is going to be a long program, so as per request, I'm going to cut down my speech a little bit. Sadguru, Sri Madhusudan Sai, His Excellency Ratu Nengama Lalabalabu, His Excellency Jagannath Sami, Fiji's High Commissioner to India, and Madam Sami, the heads of Sai Prema Foundation. I don't want to forget the First Lady, and ladies and gentlemen. Most of the things that I wanted to say have already been said, and I'm not quite sure what extra thing to say. But I would like to express my deep gratitude to Sadguru for selecting me for this special award for my leadership in healthcare services in Fiji. I'm deeply honored and privileged to be receiving this award. But behind my successes, I know that there were many other people. So today I would like to dedicate this award to my country and the people of Fiji. As stated, it was about 55 years ago when with the Indian government gave me a scholarship to study in Bombay. Now, of course, it's called Mumbai. And I did my undergraduate studies in Bombay. Went back to Fiji, worked as a medical officer, worked also in the medical school as a medical tutor for 2 years, and then was very fortunate under the New Zealand bilateral aid scheme. I got the opportunity to do postgraduate studies in Christchurch. After obtaining my fellowship, I felt that if I went back to Fiji, my country would benefit a lot from me. So I went back, took up the post of the head of the medical unit, and then combined with some other colleagues, was instrumental in developing many medical guidelines. And also, I realized that one of the services that was lacking in Fiji at that time was neurosurgery and neurology. So I liaised with the Australian College of Surgeons and then coordinated many of those neurosurgical visits so that our patients could benefit by their visits to Fiji. But I think one of the most important things that I did, at the time I was working in Fiji, most of the consultant positions were occupied by the expatriates. And we need local people to occupy these positions. But to occupy this position, they needed to have postgraduate qualification. And so, combined with some other colleagues and other stakeholders, we embarked on a program, a postgraduate program in the Fiji School of Medicine that time. And a lot of our local graduates have actually benefited from it. And today I'm proud to say that most of the heads of the medical unit in Fiji are graduates of our medical school. And most of the consultants are graduates of our medical school. And not only the candidates from Fiji have benefited from this program, but also a lot of doctors from the Pacific Island countries have also benefited from this program. Besides my busy schedule in the hospital, as stated, I have combined, or I have tried to join my hand with some of my colleagues who, under the inspiration of Sathya Sai Baba, have been trying to organize medical camps in the rural and remote villages of Fiji. When I reached 65, I thought that it was time to retire or time to cut down my work, because I always preach to other people that health is wealth. And I felt that if I remain in good health, I will be able to work in Fiji for a longer period. So I did retire, but I did not sever my connection with my hospital, and I still do some clinical work. But my interest at the moment is actually to provide, teach medical students, because when I retired, I was thinking what to give back. And I understand there are many things one can give back to the society, but I chose that I could give back the knowledge that I have acquired to the medical students and the young registrars, not only giving them the medical knowledge, but mentoring them also. Besides working in the hospital, I also go to the health centers and I do the same thing. Besides doing clinical work, I also mentor the doctors there. I understand in my teaching, spirituality might be lacking. By coming here, I can see the value of spirituality, but it's a topic that I don't think I can suddenly, get into the student's mind, but something that maybe I can go slowly and see if I can, introduce also some spiritual teaching in the talks that I give to my students and the registrars. How long would I like to do this? I had Sadguru the other day saying that save as long as you can live. Can I ask him if I can save for another 50 years? If it's possible? If it's possible, he says, he's shaking his head, I'm not sure whether I would be able to do that. One of the reasons maybe I have a passion for teaching is when I was going to Bombay to do my undergraduate medical studies, I picked up a photo of Goddess Saraswati. And I must say that since then till now, she has always been in my prayers. And she might be behind my passion for teaching. Before I conclude, I would like to thank the Almighty for whatever I have achieved in my life, and I hope His blessing will be with me all the time as long as I live in this world. Binaka Bakalebu, and God bless you all.
Dr. Rao for accepting the award and being here with us today. Next, we invite Dr. Krupali Tapu to share with us about the medical mission in Fiji and her own personal journey from a healthcare professional to a healthcare leader. Born in Fiji, Dr. Krupali is a family physician who worked in various hospitals across Australia before returning back to her homeland on the guidance of Sadguru. She currently serves as the director of the Sri Sathya Sai Sanjeevani Children's Hospital and the deputy director of Sai Prema Foundation, Fiji. An assistant professor of family medicine at the Fiji National University, she has been conferred with several awards, including being named the Fijian of the Year in 2019 and the Award of Excellence from the British Parliament. In April this year, Dr. Krupali was bestowed with Fiji's highest civilian honor, the Companion of the Order of Fiji, by His Excellency. Dr. Krupali Tapu, please.
His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Fiji, Ratu Naingama Lalambalavu, First Lady, Madam Emily Lalambalavu, we are truly honored by your presence here today at the Fiji Day celebrations. My reverential pranams to Sadguru, Sri Madhusudan Sai, my heartfelt gratitude to you for being my Sadguru, mentor, my guide, and for all that you do for this world. Sairam to our very dear Dr. B.N. Narasimhamurthy Ji and Dr. C. Srinivas Ji. Nisambula, namaste, hello, and a very good evening to everyone seated here in this beautiful Premamrutham auditorium in Muddenahalli and to those watching us live. I have been blessed today with the opportunity to speak about my transformative journey and the medical mission in Fiji. I was born in Fiji in a family that believed deeply in God, hard work, and the importance of serving those in need. Inspired by my mother, who herself did not have the opportunity to pursue university education, I aspired to do what she could not. Through God's grace, I secured a scholarship to study medicine at the Fiji School of Medicine. In 2005, I met Sumit and his family and witnessed their devotion to Sri Sathya Sai Baba. Although I had limited knowledge of Baba and had never met him, he instructed Sumit and I to get married and called us to Puttaparthi after our wedding in June 2007. Meeting Sri Sathya Sai Baba was a divine experience. His presence beyond comprehension. During that 40-minute audience, I witnessed miracles and felt the purest divine love. I still remember the moment I touched his feet. It felt like an electric current flowing through my entire being. At the end of 2007, I moved to Australia to live and work in a more developed country and to pursue specialist training, as opportunities in Fiji were limited. I had the privilege of working in several prestigious hospitals across Australia, rotating through medical, surgical, pediatrics, obstetrics and gynecology, psychiatry, cardiology, renal, and several other departments. These experiences remain invaluable to me. I later pursued a pathway in general practice and began specialist training with the Royal Australian College of General Practitioners. All of this preparation, though unknown to me at that time, was part of the divine plan of Sadguru, Sri Madhusudan Sai. In late 2014, we came to know about Sadguru, and by mid-2015, Sumit had started traveling globally with him. Then came a defining moment in June 2015. One morning, during my daily prayers, my heart was heavy. I was facing challenging times, and my prayer was filled with tears and longing for God's love. I looked at his photo and asked for a sign. At that exact moment, I received a call from Sumit saying that Sadguru was revealing my prayer to him in real time, saying she asked for a sign. That moment, despite being thousands of miles apart, strengthened my faith and gave me profound solace. In September 2015, Sadguru graced the shores of Fiji. Those 3 days changed my life forever. My parents and I were granted an audience with him. As soon as I walked into the room, tears streamed down my face. I felt the same overwhelming divine love I had felt when I met Sri Sathya Sai Baba. Something beyond comprehension. In that moment, I knew deep within my heart that I had once again come face to face with the divine. Sadhguru's very first words to me were, "We have lived in this country. We have used the land, the water, breathed the air. Everyone takes away from this country. We shouldn't be like that. Finish your education and move back to Fiji. We have a lot of work to do." He said that we would build a super specialty hospital and that I would lead the medical mission. My head, heart, and hands aligned instantly, and I responded, "Yes, I will do whatever you say." Although I had no intention of moving back to Fiji, my heart knew this was my calling. In February 2016, at the age of 33, I qualified as a family physician in Australia and returned to Fiji. I found my purpose. My life changed forever, from working as a doctor to working for the divine. From the very first day, I learned that when you work for Sadguru, it becomes a 24-hour mission. We immediately embarked on bringing a visiting pediatric cardiac team to perform heart surgeries for the children born with congenital heart defects. In Fiji and across the Pacific, there were no pediatric cardiac surgeons, and children were dying simply due to the lack of access. As a medical student and intern, my heart broke seeing babies in the pediatric ward, blue, breathless, malnourished, and they ultimately succumbed to heart failure. Medical management alone was not enough. They needed surgery, which we could not offer. But now, there was hope. In August 2016, under Sadhguru's vision, 23 life-saving surgeries were performed by the Sanjeevani team from India, Raipur, assisted by medical professionals from Australia and Oman. This marked a new beginning for our nation, giving the gift of life to those children and their families was one of the greatest joys ever witnessed. Coincidentally, this mission occurred just as Fiji won its first ever Olympic gold medal in rugby, and the entire country was celebrating life. Thus began Sadhguru's medical mission in Fiji. In September 2017, Sadhguru envisioned a medical center in Suva, offering healthcare and medication to all, children, women, and men. The government graciously granted land to Sai Prema Foundation Fiji, and the center was constructed in a record 13 weeks. Sadhguru and the Honorable Prime Minister inaugurated the center in April 2018, and it continues to serve in partnership with the Ministry of Health. Sadguru then focused on saving children with congenital heart disease. A major global burden of disease analysis published in the Lancet Adolescent Health revealed that in 2017, congenital heart defects caused an estimated 261,247 deaths worldwide, with the South Pacific having the highest infant mortality due to CHD. Our mission intensified with the establishment of the South Pacific's first Children's Heart Screening Center. Thousands of children across Fiji and the region have since been screened, and hundreds have been diagnosed and given treatment. In April 2022, the crown jewel of the Pacific was inaugurated, the Sri Sathya Sai Sanjeevani Children's Hospital, by Sadguru, the Prime Minister of Fiji, and the Prime Minister of India, Sri Narendra Modi. Sadguru's hospital has transformed the medical landscape of Fiji and the entire Pacific. Before this hospital, children had nowhere to go. Treatment overseas was simply unaffordable. Today, countless children with congenital heart disease and also rheumatic heart disease have been and will continue to be given the gift of life. I would like to thank and acknowledge all the individuals from around the world who have supported this hospital. Many of you are seated here today. We thank you. We thank you for your generosity from the depths of our hearts. Given Fiji's lack of pediatric cardiac specialists, we are deeply grateful to the visiting medical teams that come from around the world, from India, the United States, Australia, New Zealand, Singapore, Europe, and the United Kingdom, who volunteer completely free of cost. Local nurses and medical professionals are being trained, and the long-term vision is to build full local capacity so that one day surgeries can be performed daily, ensuring no child dies due to lack of access. Throughout this journey, I have seen the suffering of children and the anguish of mothers, many from extremely challenging backgrounds. To be able to play a role in their healing and to see their relief after their child recovers is priceless. Never did I imagine that the divine would entrust me with the opportunity to lead a mission to save the children of Fiji and the Pacific. These 10 years have been phenomenal, walking hand in hand with Sadguru and witnessing miracles. Through this journey, I have become more compassionate, and it was during Sadguru's trip to Fiji in September 2016 that I became vegetarian. I realized that compassion extended not just to humans, but also animals. I have continued my clinical work as a family physician, learning to truly connect with my patients, understanding their concerns, and offering holistic and preventive care. As a teacher, I am blessed to work with doctors from across small Pacific Island nations, guiding them through postgraduate training in family medicine and helping shape them into compassionate, caring physicians. Today, this journey is no longer only about serving. It is about becoming embodiments of the divine. When my grandmother passed away in 2015, I felt a deep void and questioned the purpose of life. Sadguru filled that void and taught me that the purpose of life is to realize the divinity within and to become instruments of love and peace through service. His recent teachings on the Ashtavakra Gita have deepened my understanding of liberation, realizing that the individual self is identical to the universal consciousness. Today feels like a dream, standing here amidst the gathering of 100 nations, with Sadguru beside us, and with our President and First Lady in attendance. With Sadguru, dreams become a reality and miracles manifest. Because his vision is pure and full of love, the universe cannot help but conspire. Your Excellency and Madam First Lady, Vinakavakalevu. Dearest Sadguru, there are no words to express the gratitude in my heart. I can only prove it through my actions, by serving you till my last breath and beyond. Vinakavakalevu, and thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you, Dr. Kripali, for that heartfelt message. Our next speaker is Mr. Sumit Tapu. As a gifted musician, Mr. Sumit is an internationally renowned singer with over 70 albums and has performed over 1,200 concerts globally. Under the guidance of Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai, Mr. Sumit spearheads the mission in Fiji as the director of Sai Prema Foundation Fiji and the chairman of the Sri Sathya Sai Sanjeevani Children's Hospital Fiji. He is a recipient of various awards in music and philanthropy, including awards from the British Parliament, the President of the United States of America, and the Government of India. Mr. Sumit was also bestowed with Fiji's highest civilian honor, the Companion of the Order of Fiji, by His Excellency, the President of Fiji. Mr. Sumit Tapu, please.
Your Excellency, the President of Fiji, Madam First Lady, our dearest and most beloved Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai, Dr. Nasamurthy ji, Dr. Srinivas ji, the High Commissioner of Fiji to India, Sri Jagannath Swami, dignitaries seated in the audience, revered elders, my dear brothers and sisters from over 100 countries around the world, and to our very dear students, my loving salutations to you all. Today I stand before you as the voice of the small island nations of the Pacific that has witnessed a divine revolution. A revolution not of politics or power, but pure love. This is the story of Fiji, a story that proves that when God's love touches the soil of a nation, that soil blooms into paradise. Your Excellency, we are deeply humbled that you, Madam First Lady, and members of your delegation have traveled across oceans to be with us here on this sacred day. Your presence here is more than just ceremonial. It is symbolic. It symbolizes a nation's heart bowing in gratitude to the divine love that has transformed it. In your gracious acceptance of our invitation, sir, Fiji itself stands honored before the world. A proud nation led by a leader who values not power, but purpose, not prestige, but people. So your presence here today adds sanctity to this occasion and gives every Fijian here and back home a reason to hold their heads high with pride. Once again, our heartfelt gratitude to you and Madam First Lady. Dear brothers and sisters, 10 years ago, when Sadguru first set his divine eyes upon Fiji, our islands were beautiful but burdened. Beautiful in nature, but burdened with pain. Our children were dying for want of a simple surgery. Our families prayed for healing that they could not afford. Our people hoped but had no help. And then Sadguru looked upon us. When the world saw a remote island, he saw radiant possibility. When others saw limitation, he saw potential. When some saw need, he saw divinity. That moment, the 25th of September 2015, was the moment Fiji's destiny changed forever. I was blessed to be the recipient of this vision, his love. At 8:30 p.m. on Friday, 25th September 2015, he very graciously said to me that we must serve Fiji, and we will do it by establishing a foundation which will become the mothership for all foundations in Fiji. From the divine vision was born Sai Prema Foundation Fiji. And dear brothers and sisters, I can tell you, 10 years on, Sai Prema Foundation Fiji is the beating heart of our nation, has become Fiji's leading NGO, which is collaborating, partnering, and working with 196 organizations throughout the country. These include the Government of Fiji, United Nations agencies, embassies and high commissions, universities, NGOs, service organizations, orphanages, elderly care homes, corporate, media, the Fiji military forces, the Fiji Royal Navy, the Fiji Police Force, the Fiji firefighters, the Fiji Correction Services, and the list goes on. On that night in 2015, Sadguru also said that we will establish a center for human development. And today, the center stands as the only multi-faith beacon of light in Pacific Harbor, touching the ocean and facing Benga Island, a place from which radiates the divine vibrations of love and unity. All in pursuit to build a generation that does not just think better, but to live better. Sadguru then said, on that night in 2015, that we will establish a children's hospital with a vision that it will become South Pacific's most important pediatric cardiac facility. And through his infinite vision, the Sri Sathya Sai Sanjeevani Children's Heart Hospital rose. The first and only totally free, state-of-the-art pediatric cardiac super specialty hospital in the entire Pacific. And this hospital, as you can see on your screens, has become the very beat of every child's heart. It's become an anthem of God's love. No bills, no barriers, no boundaries, only healing, only hope, and only love. In a short span of time, the healthcare impact of Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai upon our nation is phenomenal. In this hospital, 421 life-saving heart surgeries have taken place, absolutely free of charge. 39,258, these statistics as of this morning, 39,258 pediatric cardiac echocardiograms conducted absolutely free of charge. 68,237 medical and specialist consultations absolutely free of charge. Not a single coin exchanged, because the currency is love. The hospital in Fiji, as you all know, is not made of bricks and steel. It is built of prayers and blessings. Its walls whisper stories of mothers who weep with gratitude, of fathers who have found faith again, of children whose hearts now beat with the rhythm of divinity. Dear brothers and sisters, it is not just a hospital. Sadguru has built a temple of love. But Sadguru's compassion flows far beyond the hospital walls. In his directions a decade back, he commanded us to feed and explained his vision to feed the underprivileged and needy. And 10 years later, dear brothers and sisters, the Sai Annapurna program, through the Sai Annapurna program, 4.6 million meals have been served, not to fill stomachs, but to fill hearts. Sadguru also spoke "10 years back, Sadhguru also spoke about the importance of blood collection drives to serve and assist the hospitals around the nation. In these 10 years, Sai Prema Foundation has become the highest blood collector in the nation by doing weekly public blood collection drives across the towns and cities in Fiji. And in 2015, a decade back, out of his limitless compassion, he commanded us to reach the unreached and serve the unserved. He envisioned a Health on Wheels rural outreach medical program. And I can tell you, in these 10 years, this has now become the largest rural outreach medical program in the nation, where our brothers and sisters in the villages of Fiji are served with free healthcare, free medication. Love has traveled where roads have not. And in the times when the nation went through natural disasters, Sadhguru inspired the foundation to serve the most needy with food, clothing, and supplies to residents who had lost everything in these disasters. Sai Prema Foundation became the government's partners and an official partner to the United Nations to reach residents to all parts of Fiji and as far as the Lao group in the maritime region. But dear devotees, Sadhguru's vision for Fiji did not and has not stopped with healthcare, nutrition, and social service. His love knows no boundaries. And free education is also topmost in his priority. He dreamed of a Fiji where human values are not taught but lived, where compassion becomes culture and character becomes our greatest wealth. He established the Sri Madhusudan Sai Institute of Human Values, and through this institute, education in human values programs have been rolling out and have rolled out to little children through joyful values-based workshops, guiding adults through profound meditation sessions, and empowering teachers through dedicated training programs to become torchbearers of morality and compassion. And last year, Sadguru also established a unique infection prevention and control training program created in partnership with esteemed professionals from the United States of America to upskill our health workers and strengthen the very fabric of our nation's well-being. This is not merely education. It is enlightenment in action. It is the building of a nation rooted in values, fortified by wisdom and bound by love. And as I stand here today, I want to tell the world that this is not just charity, this is not just development, this is divine transformation. And now, under his direction, rises the next monumental step. Our dearest and most loving Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai has announced the establishment of the Sri Madhusudan Sai Institute of Medical Sciences and Research in Fiji. An institution that will redefine the future of medical education for all of the Pacific. It will train doctors who will heal with hands guided by hearts, who will see not patients, but God in every patient. And this will not just change lives, it will change history. Sadguru, in addition to the establishment of this institution, I am pleased to announce that from 2026, the Sri Sathya Sai Sanjeevani Heart Screening Center will be established in the neighboring Pacific Island nations, another monumental step towards pediatric cardiac care for not just Fiji, but the entire region of the Pacific. Your Excellency, dear brothers and sisters, we are witnessing something the world rarely sees. An island nation becoming a source of global inspiration. What began in Fiji is now a wave of divine compassion rolling across the oceans. The Pacific, once quiet and forgotten, now echoes with heartbeat of service. The Fiji family, dear brothers and sisters, has seen this divine transformation with its own eyes. We have felt it in the tears of grateful parents, in the smiles of healed children, in the silence of volunteers who serve without seeking. We have witnessed the impossible made possible because one being, one divine being, willed it to be so. Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai has not merely built institutions, he has ignited a nation's soul. He has turned Fiji from a place of need to a powerhouse of compassion. He has shown that love can build what money cannot, that faith can accomplish what policy cannot, and that one man, one divine being, filled with God, can change the destiny of nations. Your Excellency, on this sacred day where we celebrate Fiji and the Pacific, on behalf of Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai, I also have another grand announcement. That the One World, One Family Global Conference and the Fiji Cultural Festival will be held in the shores of Fiji on 24th, 25th, and 26th of April 2026. To our brothers and sisters from all over the world, come to Fiji and see what God's love looks like when it takes form. Come witness a nation where service has become worship, where the ocean sings the name of Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai, and where every child's heartbeat echoes gratitude. 10 years ago, Fiji was searching for light. Today, because of Sadguru, and only because of Sadguru, Fiji shines the light for the world. 10 years ago, our children prayed for healing. Today, they pray for others to be healed. 10 years ago, Fiji sought help. Today, Fiji offers hope. This, revered elders, my brothers and sisters, is the power of divine love in action. This is the miracle of Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai. And as we celebrate Fiji Day here in Muddenahalli, at the very fountainhead of his mission, let us all pledge to carry this flame to every corner of this earth. Let this not just be the story of Fiji. Let it become the story of the world reborn in love. For when we see the world as one family, when we serve as one humanity, when we love as one creation, then the dream of heaven and earth shall no longer be a dream. Beloved Sadguru, on behalf of every Fijian and Pacific Islander and every heart touched by your grace, we offer you our endless gratitude. You have turned our islands into instruments of divine love, and our people into ambassadors of compassion. And so, from the heart of the Pacific, we proclaim to the world, let love unite us. Let service define us. Let Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai guide us. For only then shall we truly live the message of his mission, one world, one family. Vinaka Vakalevu, God bless you all.
Thank you, Mr. Sumit, for that heartfelt, inspiring and very enlightening talk. Next, we have a video showcasing the impact of the One World, One Family mission on countless lives in Fiji and beyond. A special song titled One World, One Family has been composed by Ms. Saisha Tapu for this very special occasion. May we have the video, please?
You carved your name where time can't fade it. Planted the seeds that never cease to grow. Footprints the ocean can't wash away. Sadguru, you opened our eyes, our hearts and our souls. Miracle worker, extraordinary love. to change this small little land. Matavuvale, our family in your hand. One world, one family, that is your brand. Lolama, our word for love. That feeling written in the stars above. Vanua, our people, our culture, our land. You're changing the tides, purifying our sands. Miracle worker, extraordinary love. Mission to change this small little land. Matavuvale, our family in your hand. One world, one family, that is your brand. Luvangu, our sweet little child, won't let you walk another mile alone. We'll move heaven and earth for your smiles. Where you find the heart, you find the home. Miracle worker, extraordinary love. Mission to change this small little land. Matavuvale, our family in your hand. One world, one family, that is your brand. One world, one family, together hand in hand. One world, one family, forever we will stand. Dua na vura vura, dua na matavuvale.
May we now request Dr. B.N. Narasimhamurthy, Chairman of the Prashanti Balamandira Trust and mentor of the Sri Sathya Sai Lokaseva Gurukulam group of institutions to address all of us. An educationist for over 6 decades, he has served Sri Sathya Sai Baba in various roles and continues to be an integral part of Sadguru's mission. Dr. B.N. Narasimhamurthy.
With loving pranams at the lotus feet of Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba and Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai, Your Excellency, Honorable President of the Republic of Fiji, Your Excellency, Madam the First Lady, Brother Srinivas, Sumit and Dr. Kupali, and my hearty bula to all the Fijian brothers and sisters, dear brothers and sisters from many countries gathered here and watching us live, dearest students, boys and girls. For a person, one of those persons who have seen this place with absolutely nothing, not even a single tree, what has happened in the last 93 days is mind-boggling. With the divine blessings and inspiration of Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai has transformed Sathya Sai Grama Muddenahalli into the world capital of goodness. hundreds of men and women dedicated to the ideals of selfless service have visited from around 100 countries in the last 93 days. We are inspired, and all of them are inspired by the manifestation of goodness in the Sathya Grama in the last 14 years after Sadguru made his advent here. And I remember at this point of time a beautiful stanza from the Ramayana. Before Sage Valmiki wrote Ramayana, when he met Sage Narada, he asked him a question. Can you tell me, at this point of time, is there anyone in this world who is a perfect blend of goodness and valor? He said, Yatahi ayamitaha loham akrushyati mahakradha tata prajnascha sat prajna ramam akrushyanti nityam. It means, just as the pieces of iron are irresistibly drawn by a powerful magnet into its presence, good and wise men are drawn irresistibly into the presence of Sri Ramachandra, he said. And today, we have good men and women from all over the world traveling to this place, to the presence of Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba and Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai, because both of them embody goodness, and which expresses itself as selflessness. Can you imagine, our students are so very fortunate that on a stage, in their own place, they witnessed over the last 93 days cultural performances from 100 countries. And it is culminating today in the august presence of His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Fiji, and the First Lady, and befittingly so. Having visited Fiji many times and having enjoyed the love and hospitality of the Fijians, especially at this point of time, I can't forget the love from Sri Mahendraji, who is sitting right in front, Mayaji, and their family members. And you just walk in the streets of Suva early morning, anybody who meets you says Bula. Anybody. Therefore, Fiji is a nation of goodness. Fiji is a nation of hospitality. Fiji is a nation which drew the grace of Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba and Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai for the right reasons. The outpourings from the hearts of Krupali and Sumit, I am very deeply touched. Both of you are such wonderful orators. I thought Sumit is only a singer. I have seen him as an engineer who built that hospital. He is not an engineer. He built the hospital. And when in 2015 Sadguru visited them for the first time, they were living in a small flat. Sadguru goaded them. No, you build a big house for yourselves. And in my last visit when I went, it is not a house, it is a mansion, it is a palace. When I asked Mahendraji, who is the architect, he said, Sumit Tapu. You are all rolled into one, Sumit. Our heart overflows with love for the people of Fiji and who are being led in the right direction by the President, who is also the High Chief. And it was so fascinating to watch the wonderful ceremony. We are so much grateful to you, Your Excellency, the President and the First Lady. Thank you very much. Vinaka, Saira.
Thank you, Mr. Narasimhamurthy. May we now invite Dr. C. Srinivas to address us. A visionary leader in healthcare, he spearheads the Sai Sanjeevani global chain of hospitals in pediatric cardiac care and maternal and child care. For several decades, he served Sri Sathya Sai Baba and was instrumental in establishing several humanitarian projects in healthcare and social care. Dr. Srinivas, please.
Offering our reverential namaskars, as we say in India, at the feet of Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, revered Sadguru Madhusudan Sai. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Fiji, Madam First Lady, Brother Narasimhamurthy, Sumit and Krupali, sisters and brothers from over 100 nations of the world, ladies and gentlemen, faculty and students from all of Sadguru's medical and educational institutions. Echoing every word that was spoken by the eloquent speakers, I can only confide that to some of us, Fiji is not just the center of the Pacific or the South Pacific. Truly, geographically, metaphorically, it is the center of the earth, because I'm sure some of you would know that the first rays of the sun, when they fall on Mother Earth, they fall on Fiji first. Fiji is blessed by the first rays of the sun from time immemorial. How, by which stroke of divine coincidence or fortune that it came to be, it is now truly unfolding its name not just as the center of the South Pacific, but the center of the earth. Your Excellency, one just heard from Sadguru, you've been here for a few days, and he was so moved that you are basking in the spirit of the message of the one world, one family, which in a sense is what Sathya Sai Baba taught us as love all, serve all. The most profound message for all time, for perpetuity, for humanity is love all, serve all. If I might just epitomize what Sadguru is doing in particular to Fiji and to the rest of the world, you are aware of the brilliant healthcare mission that he has embarked on in your beautiful nation and in the several islands of the South Pacific. What really is he doing there? As head of state, you would be more than aware that healthcare, in his language, both in practice and in spirit, begins with what I would say, he de-economizes healthcare. This is a game-changing, radical difference that he is bringing to individualized healthcare, and as well as a global model of healthcare where he manages to remove economics out of health and the providing of healthcare. It could be care for the person in front of you, or it could be education, or it could be training, teaching, and skilling for the workers that make up educational or healthcare systems. Your Excellency, the second great profound contribution he is making is humanizing healthcare. That essentially we are human beings who relate and resonate to the needs and sufferings and pain of each other. And when we relate to sufferings and needs of each other, it brings out the humaneness in each one of us, and that he converts into a movement. But what is truly revolutionary and revelatory is his ability to divinize healthcare, where we consider everybody whom we are serving as an image and an embodiment of the divine. Then suddenly you don't work, but you serve. In India, in Bharat, we call it seva. Seva ho paramadharma. The essential dharma, or the principle that governs a human being, irrespective of which nationality he belongs, is to serve. And if you can institutionalize service, you are really sowing those seeds. And Your Excellency and Madam, when Sumit and Krupali said hundreds of children received a gift of life, what you must note is, in that gift of life was sown the seeds of love, goodness, gratitude, which will grow into seva or service for the country in times to come. So lives here are not just saved, but they are transformed. Healthcare, Your Excellency, with him is not transactional, but transformational. I would want you to mark these words of Sadguru, because if anything that we do can become transformational, you're ushering goodness and growth, progress, and a future of a nation. It is not for anything that he picked children. The health of a child is the only and true wealth of a nation. If your children are not healthy, no nation is ever going to be wealthy and good. So it is that with the seeds of goodness and gratitude that are being sown into their hearts, which will beat, and like Baba said, money can come and go, but goodness and gratitude can come and only grow. And that is what Sathya Sai Sanjeevani is all about, at the center of the earth on the sacred land of Fiji. God bless each and every one of you for this wonderful mission, and congratulations for completing 100 celebratory events. And what a greater culmination of celebration than to go back to the center of earth, and that is Fiji. God bless each and every one of you.
On behalf of all of us gathered here and those watching us live from around the world, may we kindly request His Excellency, the President of Fiji, Ratu Naingama Lalambalavu, to address all of us. He was elected by the Parliament of Fiji to serve as the 7th President of the Republic. His Excellency, please.
Vinaka. Sadguru say, and fellow members of this one world, one family gathering. I've got a speech prepared here,
But after sitting and listening to Sadguru Sai and the eloquent speakers that have spoken, I am lost for words. Ladies and gentlemen, and even children or students, it is indeed an honor to be here, Sadguru Sai, to be part of this great occasion. I understand, as was alluded to just a while ago, by the great insight of the speaker that has just spoken, we in Fiji, we really don't see the importance of this light. The first light, so to speak, that falls on planet Earth every new day. When we took up office, I was away in a meeting in Geneva. And then I was asked if I could come back to Fiji and be able to agree to serve in the high office of the head of state. I then replied to our Prime Minister, yes, I'm willing to do that, perhaps if I have a word with my wife first. Because we must understand and remember this journey of ours needs God's guidance, and especially words of wisdom. So to help us decide as to how we should go and where we should go. Sadguru Sai, in stepping out of the plane at the airport, the evening we arrived, we traveled a few minutes to reach this great and beautiful complex that is being built here. And before we left Dubai or Abu Dhabi, I asked my wife, I think this is the last journey of our world trip, seeking an audience with His Majesty King Charles to begin with, visiting the diaspora that have called England their home, going to Northern Ireland to thank the priests that have served diligently. These are the Catholic priests from the Columban order, just to thank them for their dedication and hard work in helping educate the people of Fiji. Then we came down to Rome. I then sought an audience with His Holiness, the Pope. And then before leaving for the airport here, I was told by the Sheikh of Abu Dhabi, I heard you visited the Pope, Mr. President. I said, yes, Sheikh Mohammed, I have. What's he like? Well, I said, well, to be honest with you, Sheikh Mohammed, the qualities he has is just similar to what you have. very humble, full of humility. And then he asked me again, what do you want, Mr. President? And one can imagine a father being asked by one of the children, Dad, I want this. Whether the dad can afford it is another issue to be addressed as well. The only reply I gave to Sheikh Muhammad was, Sir, we have an abundance of sunshine in the Pacific. Where my country, Fiji, is located. We have very strong winds, and 5 times in a year we have very destructive winds coming our way. We are not in control of the climate issues that is now being addressed by the world leaders. And we also have a lot of waves beating on our shores since we are part of a big ocean within our planet. And we share that ocean with about 18 countries. As rightly stated earlier on by one of the first speakers, that these 18 countries, whenever there is a springtide, most of the islands made up of a group of atolls just above the reefs, they are submerged because of the effect of climate change. And as a former Speaker of Parliament in Fiji, I've been going around as a member of the International Parliamentary Union, of which Mother India is a member also. How can you help us? And then, when I arrived here, on the occasion that we bestowed the highest accolade that the country of Fiji can provide to a very noble and wise leader like Sadguru Sai, a couple of months back, I was baffled by what I saw when I met him at his residence. Very simple, very down-to-earth leader, yet is so full of compassion. These last few days, ladies and gentlemen, I've come to realize what government leaders all over the world has been going and talking about. They come up with this saying that they are fighting above their weight in trying to address the global problems that we encounter, especially with climate, which is, of course, God's creation. And then I realized at the very doorstep of where my wife and I continue to serve the state is this Prime Sathya Sai Prema Foundation Hospital. And then the teachings of Sadguru Sai, by saying that we need to show love to every child, whether they come from the Fiji or from the Pacific region. You must care for them. And there shouldn't be any demarcation of the love that you want to offer when you render that love to the child that needs it most. The statistics of the Sai Prema Foundation Hospital speaks volumes of the great work that they're doing. We're here to celebrate this great occasion with you. A contingent of ours arrived just to come and participate here. And then I shared with them this noble vision that Sadguru Sai has shared with us. If you look after that one child and give the love that it needs to foster love in the growth of the child, what more investment do you want? I've come to realize that while sitting here and listening to the beautiful speeches that has been undertaken. Sumit, his dad, whom I have never forgotten, is here with us, Mr. Tapu, and the beautiful wife. They've participated in giving out to the people in need, especially from Sadguru Sai's teachings. The people who need it most needs to be looked after and taken care of without cost. I fully agree with the definition as espoused by the previous last speaker, by the definition of changing the economics of helping and showing love. Capitalist countries make a lot of money, yet amongst them we are the poor. Sadguru Sai's teaching is very simple. Just love one another. And let's go the full definition of the word love. No strings attached. Let's give all from within our hearts. And only then we can make this world a better place. Mother India has provided a lot to this small country of Fiji. The descendants of the indigenous, the endangered laborers that have come to work the sugarcane fields back home have done a lot. Yet, with the arrival of the Sai Prema Hospital, because as Minister for Lands, I allocated that piece of land for the future residence of the Prime Minister of Fiji. And then the Prime Minister, during Sadguru Sai's presence in the inauguration of this Sai Prema Hospital, had given the approval that the Prime Minister's house site be given to Sai Prema Foundation. And in arriving here, one thing that kind of challenges me, after having a short conversation with Sumit and wife, Kurpali, Dr. Kurpali, and of course Mr. Mahendra Tapu as well, that they want some more land for future development. I listened. The next day we went up to see Sadguru Sai at his residence. And our High Commissioner was here, Jagannath Sami, together with our honorary council. Then this is the first time for me to come very close to Sadguru Sai. And then I realized, well, we are up on a hill. I haven't met God. I saw the humbleness of what he portrayed to me as Sadguru Sai. I was asking myself, this is a divine leader, full of wisdom, and then looking and hearing from him how he managed to rake up some funds for the installment or the putting into effect a cath lab back in Fiji, so we could have major operations for our young ones, or those who are in need. These are very expensive treatments, ladies and gentlemen. Most of our patients back home, we travel to India because it's the cheapest. Whether we go to the major hospitals in the various cities in India or even come here. Nothing less than $10,000 Fijian to make that trip. And whether you survive, it's another story. But people take that gamble. I'll go, because there is only one life. Ladies and gentlemen, we have only one world that we live and enjoy during this short moment of our life. And then we live it. Whether we leave it in good hands, it's another story. If Sadguru Sai and the foundation that he leads, or the trust that he leads, has got 5 major hospitals here, and there's one here in which we are gathered here tonight, that offers free service to the very people that are in need of this service. That message in itself is enough for me and my group to be here. That is something that we will cherish. My country has gone through 5 military coups. We can't identify the word love in our midst. Our brothers and sisters of Indian descent back home, they speak the languages fluently. Yet, when it comes to the showing of love, that's the record that we have. We've had 5 military coups. We've changed our constitution 5 times, I think. We've rewritten our constitution. But the word love needs no better defining even in our constitution, because it transcends everything that we think is a stumbling block towards the coming into effect of that word love. You get free medical advice here. You get free medical treatment here for those that are really in need of this treatment. He has reversed the definition of the economics of medical care. We are not providing for the rich or for the poor, but we are providing medical care for the needy. And that defines, it has no barrier. Because even the very rich people and very affluent countries, they undergo what we undergo. And that's the reality of life. You suffer from sickness, from ailments, and you need treatment. Treatment can be very expensive and it can be very minimal. But if you just take a leaf from this divine teaching of Sadguru Sai, the poor needs it. There shouldn't be any suboptimal barriers in the way we shell out. Sadguru Sai has taught us, when you shell out, it's from the heart, right out, to the very people that need it most. And what good can you get out of it? It is that smile that you put in the face of the person that you sowed love into. And that's the great speech that was alluded to a while ago. That love will continue to grow and fester, and will sow more love. And more, can I say, to end this beautiful gathering here, just let me share a small moment as well. When I was elected to be president by the Parliament of Fiji, that is provided for under our constitution, I only won by one vote. Only one vote. And now Prime Minister, even though his party won the general election, he never crossed the threshold that is required under this constitution. So, people that have been elected and have a seat in parliament have to put up their hands to show whom have they supported to be the next Prime Minister. And then you also won by one vote. And then he said, by the power of one, we have won. One world, one family. Sadguru Sai, on behalf of the people of Fiji and the neighboring countries in the Pacific, 7 I'm told, we would like to say a big vinagavagalevu to you, sir, and to the trust, and to you, the donors, that have provided freely to all that is being envisioned by Sadguru Sai, both big and small. It has gone towards the development of this great vision, which will only bring us together more closely. I've learned a lot in this short journey of ours, and hope I can take back with me and my wife the great teachings that we've come to learn here. That is to love one another. Simple as that. It's not very expensive. Just a show of love and gratitude right from the heart will take us a long way in this world that we live in. Once again, Sadguru Sai, thank you so much, and a big vinavalevu to you, sir, and to the trust that you lead, and to the people that are gathered here tonight, even to the students. You look after them, you provide them meals, they have free education. This is the reversal of the definition of love that was alluded to by the last speaker. You've redefined major issues. You've redefined what love is. And that's enough for us to take back home and try and sow that seed. And I implore each and every one of us that are here this evening, even though this great celebration is going to come to an end in a few moments or a few hours, but there is something that we from the small island of Fiji would like to share with you. And that is something that we are going to be taking back with us, is this great teaching of Sadguru Sai to each and every one that are here, and we are here to support you as well, sir. Thank you very much, and a big vinavaleu.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, for such a brilliant and insightful talk. Now, on behalf of everyone, we request Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai to address us. As founder of the One World, One Family mission, Sadguru spearheads a global mission of service in the verticals of nutrition, education and healthcare across 100 countries and growing.
Your Excellency, the Honorable President of the Republic of Fiji, Mr. Rambalavu, the First Lady of Fiji, Miss Emily Rambalavu, my wonderful colleagues in this mission, Sumit and Krupali, and my inspirations, Premamrutham ji and Sri Srinivas ji. And above all, the teacher of all teachers, Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, who is the reason why we are all sitting here and celebrating this moment together as one world, one family. On behalf of myself and our organization and all our people, I want to convey our heartfelt gratitude to Your Excellency for your gracious presence and those words from your heart that has touched each and every one of us in this room tonight. We are beyond honored to have you as our guest, staying with us in our campus and giving us this privilege of having you with us for several days, and especially today when we are celebrating your beautiful nation of Fiji, which is so very dear to our hearts. And you would be happy to know there are many of us here who have traveled to Fiji several times and have enjoyed the warmth and hospitality of the Fijian people. Today, as we celebrate this country, we celebrate the traditions and customs that have kept this country alive and united. And we observed a ceremony today which was very moving to me, for I was told by Sumit that this is the highest respect they accord to the high priest or high chief in their traditions. I am not a Fijian by birth, but today I feel like a Fijian because of this ceremony, who have included me in your family, and I feel a part of it today. So a big Vinaka Wakalevu to all of you for doing this for all of us through this ceremony to me. The spirit of one world, one family has guided this festival so far. We all have worked to bring the world together under one roof, in one spirit. And I think tonight is the culmination of all these days of festivities which has seen 100 countries, with Fiji being the final country along with 7 Pacific Island nations. I think it is the most fitting tribute to the One World, One Family World Cultural Festival to have the crest jewel of all the nations that have come here in Fiji, which has stood for this timeless value of kindness, unity, and compassion for all people. This makes us even more responsible tonight and makes me rededicate our collective efforts for our brothers and sisters who live in Fiji and the various island nations of the South Pacific. Sumit and Krupali have been very, very hardworking and committed to this mission. So also their family, the parents and the children, and the extended family of Sai Prema Foundation. Many of them are here tonight in the hall, and many are watching us live. On behalf of all those children who have been saved, the mothers who have gotten back their child in their arms, the fathers who have felt relieved of this burden and guilt of being unable to do much for them, and the families, their brothers and sisters who rejoiced when the child returned safe and healthy. On behalf of all of them, I want to convey my personal gratitude to the Sai Prema Foundation, and all of you have worked so hard to make this vision a reality. Sometimes I wonder when they tell me that you said this, you did this, I sometimes wonder what is this fuss all about, because it was Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba who guided us, and it was Sumit, Kripali and the rest of them who executed it. I was just incidental. So I feel sometimes overwhelmed by all the talks and recognitions. I thought the only thing I did in the last 10 years was to go to Fiji and have a good holiday, which I did. And the rest happened. Rest happened as per the divine will and the human effort that was put by all of you. And so many of the people who from around the world supported this cause. I'm very grateful to every one of you and to the children of Fiji who gave us an opportunity to look after them, to serve them. To the government of Fiji, which has always stood with us in solidarity and support to make this dream a reality. They gave us the land when we needed it. They gave us the permissions. They gave us all the support, administrative and otherwise, to build and run the hospital. And they also support us for the operations of the hospital in a significant way. Without them, we could not have achieved this. And why I want to highlight this is because this is the model for the whole world. When the governments and private organizations like us work together with the support of the larger society, anything is possible. And we need each other in this mission. No one can do it all alone. So we are very grateful to the government of Fiji, today being represented by the Honorable President. And we recommit ourselves to doing more for the people of Fiji and the Pacific Island nations, and for the whole world at large. The One World, One Family is not just a slogan. It is not just a motto or a mission statement. It is the living reality of all our lives. And we work every day and night to make this idea of One World, One Family manifest in everyone's life. And so, this festival, which has seen 100 countries come together in solidarity, in unity, in faith that this is possible in the background of the world that we live in today, which is marred by conflicts and divisions. This is a ray of hope. Like the first ray rays of the sun that kisses the soil of Fiji every day. This is a ray of hope for the whole world. And I believe that this can happen, not just in this place, not just in one Sai Prema Foundation somewhere in Fiji, but in every nook and corner of the world, in every heart. This is possible. This is my faith. And we work towards it every day, all of us together. And so I'm just so grateful to everyone who is a part of this wonderful mission. 13 years ago or so, I came here all alone. But today I have a huge family in all of you. And I think I'm the luckiest person on earth because no one can claim to have such a large family as I do. So thank you to every one of you for what you do, what you are. Fiji also honored me with the highest civilian honor, the Companion of the Order of Fiji, as a mark of respect for the work that we do. And we are very grateful for that. Mr. President was there, who gave the honor. And after that, they even hosted a banquet for all our friends and families. And I asked Sumit that it might be late for the President. He's been sitting and waiting and watching us. Probably he feels responsible for it and he wants to be there till we were there. But we were taking some time to finish all the wonderful snacks that his kind offices had served. But he sat through that for more than an hour, if I remember, saying that I just love to see so many good people together in the President's house. And he sat through the entire thing. He took pictures with all of us. He honored us with his love and affection. And those were very, very cherished moments, and I still remember them. And today it is even more cherishable for me to be part of this wonderful ceremony and to really feel like a high priest tonight. Thanks for making me feel like one. Thanks to the President, to the First Lady, to the entire contingent, to the High Commissioner and his office, and to everyone of Sai Prema Foundation who made all this possible. Very, very grateful, and lots of love and best wishes to every one of you. I'm looking forward to going back to Fiji. They said I needed a break after the 100 days. And I thought the best place to go to is Fiji. So yes, in April we are going to have a global festival, Fiji Festival, where people from 100 countries are going to come. We are also going to have some conferences to discuss the issue of pediatric heart care and how to make it more accessible. We will also initiate a few more projects like the new cath lab that is getting installed over there and several other things. But the rest when we meet again in Fiji. So I tell on behalf of Sai Prema Foundation, I want to invite everyone to the conference in April of 2026 in Fiji. And may this festival continue, not end with today, but it should continue forever in different countries at different times. And the next version of this is happening right there in Fiji. For 3 days, 100 countries will come together to celebrate this oneness and the power of one, as was told to us by the Honorable President. That's all that we need, that power of one. One world, one family, one humanity, and one future. This is what we all are. So very, very grateful again, and thank you so much from the bottom of all our hearts for gracing us, for honoring us with your presence and your kind words. We look forward to you visiting us again in the future to do more for the people of Fiji and India and for the whole world. So Vinaka Wakalevu, thank you so much, one and all.
We extend our heartfelt gratitude to our dignitaries for gracing this occasion Your Excellency, Madam First Lady, your esteemed presence has made this occasion a very special and an unforgettable one. May we request Sadguru to present a token of our deep love and gratitude to both of them.
And to Madam Emily Lalambalavu. Dear Sadguru, His Excellency would like to extend his appreciation and best wishes to you. We will now have the cake cutting ceremony, which is synonymous with and completes any Fijian celebration. With this, we conclude this segment. We will take a short break of 10 minutes, after which we shall reconvene for this cultural presentation by the artists of Fiji. Artists from Fiji. These performers will present a vibrant spectacle of meke, a traditional Fijian dance along with powerful choir singing. Meke is a combination of dance and repetitive rhythmic chanting, sharing stories of everyday life, ancient gods, and the battles won. This performance of meke is a combination of dance and repetitive rhythmic chanting, sharing stories of everyday life, ancient gods, and the battles won. The performance will both honor the heritage and celebrate the evolving spirit of Fiji. Please put your hands together for the amazing artists all the way from Fiji.
Nisa Bulavinaka. My name is Sunia Sokolonga. I am the artistic director for a few members that's standing behind me. And just before we move on, I'd like to introduce our singers. Right from my right is Vika. She's a sopranoist. Second is, he is the only Fijian tenor that has sung songs like Nesundorma in an operatic world. He's been abroad and has studied. He's called the Fijian tenor. His name is Justin Hicks. Please give a round of applause to Justin Hicks. Right behind me, he's the youngest member that's traveling with us, and this is the first time traveling out on a plane. His name is Junior. Please give a round of applause. I'll start from that corner, then I'll move in. Right at the corner, of course, you all know, this is Grace Vuata. She is an artist in Fiji. She recently just released her single, and yes, we're so proud that she's part of our family. Second is, second last before me. This is Tupo. She's my younger sister, and she is also the co-founder of the group that we have. Tonight, we hope that we might be miles, thousands of miles away from Fiji, but we wanted to bring the Mbula spirit here. We wanted to bring the smiles of the Fiji Islands, the people. We wanted to make you feel how it feels like to be in Fiji. Because when you enter Fiji, as soon as you get off the plane, you will hear songs, you'll hear laughters, you'll see smiles around. You'll be filled with the Mbula spirit. Now, this evening, before we go on and we'll see other performances, I'd like for us to have a great moment. I want to teach you, who knows, April 2026, most of you will come to Fiji. So before you come to Fiji, it's good to learn the basics, the Fijian language. First, I'll teach you all, and please, with all due respect, if you can please also, if I ask you to repeat after me, please, with all your heart and all your energy, please do repeat after me. I'll ask the ladies if you can just go on my right and the gents to go on my left and help them. In case you don't understand what I'm saying, you can ask one of the girls and one of the gentlemen on this side. All right. Now, there's a very, very important word that you should know when you come to Fiji. It's called Mbula. All I'm hearing is, Mbula, Mbula. No, I want you to literally say it. I want the B-U-L-A come out strong. Mbula. One more time. Ready? 2, 3. One world, one family. I know you can do better than that. 1, 2, 3, and... All right, let's just have something. We'll have all the ladies. You all look beautiful tonight, just like how the smiles we have in Fiji. So we'll have all the ladies say boo, and then we'll have all the gentlemen say la. All right, ready? All right, boo, la. 2, 3, and... I think the ladies wanted to go to boo, la straight away. You'll have your turn. You'll have your turn. Let's do this again. 1, 2, 3, and... One more time. 2, 3, and... Okay, now let's change. We'll have all the fine, handsome looking gentlemen here saying boo, and all the ladies to say la. Ready? 2, 3. One more time. Beautiful, beautiful. 2, 3, and? Now, together, let's all say Mbula. And when you say Mbula, you say it with all your might. You know, Mbula means high, but it also means life. Meaning sharing that life, that spirit, that life that it's in you, that's in you. All right? One world, one family. Let's share this together. Mbula with all your might and your energy. 2, 3, and? We're getting there. One more time, one more time. When you get to Fiji, you'll see us. We'll say, Bula! Ready? 1, 2, 3, and? That's more like it. Now, the second one. After you've spent all the days, the weeks in Fiji, before you leave, there's always this one important word. We say, more there. More there. 2, 3, and? More there. One more time, 2, 3, and? Now we'll have all the ladies say more, and on this side, there. 2, 3, and? Too good. The ladies are too good. Now we'll switch on this side. The other gentlemen, thank you. All the males say more, and all the ladies will say there. Ready? 2, 3, and? Too good. Now together say more there. All right. It's not time to say goodbye yet. We have a few more items here. So let's say Mbula before the team comes up. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and? Vinava Levu, thank you. Hope you enjoy all the performances tonight.
suki nongo manua kau susungi da ke makina kalau ni singa ke na venu kula tayang betale kina bakandua
Viti nanongo manua mosi nongo maniuta au diva meu na lesuva betale viko tale bakandua Viti nanongo manua mosi nongo maniuta au diva meu na lesuva betale viko tale o de viti kai sotata alolo Miami pero mai vale o de viti kai sotata alolo Miami pero mai vale no money sede ena meia cavi de wakite na no mitaba no glama ni vale na vanua ni mara vena kila agunanu mi koleina Viti nanogu vanua mosi nogu maniuta auniva meu na lisuva metaleviko taleva katua Viti nanogu vanua mosi nogu maniuta auniva meu na lisuva metaleviko taleva Viti gai sotatane alalo Miami pero mai vale o de viti gai sotatane alalo Miami pero mai vale o de viti gai sotatane alalo Miami pero mai vale o de viti gai sotatane alalo Miami pero mai vale
Let's wave our flag high. Beautiful.
Viti nanongo vanua mosi nongo maniuta au diva meu na lesuva metaleviko tale bakandua Viti nanongo vanua mosi nongo maniuta au diva meu na lesuva metaleviko tale bakandua
Hope you enjoyed that. The song is called Sotatale. Because one world and we are one family, we will definitely meet again. Maybe here, maybe in Fiji, anywhere around the world. Just know that we will meet again. Tonight, as we come to the end of our performance, we hope that you've enjoyed and you've seen, you've felt, you've heard Fiji, a piece of Fiji. And we hope that you'll feel our heart. We represent the nation of Fiji, and of course we have His Excellency right here in front of us, and we're shaking while we're performing. But we'd like to thank our President and of course the First Lady. And of course, as we come to the end of our performance, this is a very famous song in Fiji. We'd like to dedicate this song to the Sadguru. We thank you so much for your heart, your work, and of course, we are all here because of you, and we thank you so much. Today marks the 100th country to stand on this stage, and we are honored from a very small island in Fiji to be closing tonight, and we thank you. And this song, we'd like, on behalf of all the 100 countries that came on this stage, we'd like to say thank you, and we'd like to dedicate this song to you, the Sadguru, and of course to all our family members here. Thank you. God bless you. Vinaka Vakalevu.
Isa ulangi la sandina no mulako au nararawakina davambeka ko amaida kava no mulako au nasengani lasa isalei na nongurarawa niko sana ono enamataka Bauna numa Nanonda tolasa Mai viti nanumati konga You are my only treasure. Must you leave me so lonely and forsaken? As the roses will miss the sun at dawning. For you is yearning. Isalei, Nangomurarawa, Ikosana, Onoe Namataka, Baunanuma. Nanonda tolasa Mai viti nanumati konga Mai viti nanumati konga
Introducing these wonderful artists, Celio Machio, Penny Serevi, Aborosio Sowana Tambua, Mitieli Bulileka Jr., Justin Hicks, Temesia Bolavudu, Sikeli Nambuka, Panapasa Rokosuka, Sakenasa Ada, Yovane Koraitukana, Poliasi Korumbure, Alopeti Vainingalo, and Sunia Soko. Great. To Miss Grace, Railala Weiss, Ulaimila Katoni Vualika, Vainasi Bulai, Princesse Geran Tambua, Ani Drungu, Vikasevu Kinaruwai, Seriana Koniveredi, and Andy Wuki Gioni Baravi. Members of the Sai Prema Foundation present a few tokens of their love and gratitude to Sadguru. First, a pair of clubs, ancient Fijian artifacts given to a high chief, and today to Sadguru for the protection of the One World, One Family mission. The first club is offered by Mr. Mahendra Tapu and Mrs. Maya Tapu. Mrs. Mahendra Tapu is the chairman and founding trustee, Sai Prema Foundation. The second club will be offered by Mr. Rajendra Kumar, trustee, Sai Prema Foundation, and Mrs. Varsha Kumar. A special framed artwork bringing together treasured Fijian icons such as the turtle, the club, and the polished shell to represent harmony, resilience, and connection will be offered by Mr. Pratin Lal. Lastly, a woven fan, beautifully decorated and inscribed with the word Sadguru, symbolizing respect and love, will be presented by Dr. Kripali Tapu and little Meera Tapu. We will conclude with the national anthem of Fiji, followed by the national anthem of India. We request all to rise, please.